Hi guys, well, welcome back. Okay, so the bits we're going to need for this first part are the underside where the foot plates are. We're going to need that, and we're also going to need the two halves of the motorcycle, the main body. So what I want you to do is, I want you to get your clippers, and I want you just to snip that off, and then just carefully snip the other side off. So effectively what we'll have is the two halves like that. Okay, so it's nice and simple, just those two halves. Okay, and then what I want you to do is, now this is the difficult part, so it's going to be a pain in the backside here. You have to be very careful with this bit because we're going to be getting rid of quite a bit, and we need to, in order for this to sit into the bike properly, because normally this would be front facing. We need to turn it round so it's back facing, so we're going to have to cut out a section here, which is this bit in here, and we're going to have to cut out quite a large section up to here for it to slot into place. Oh, let's just get that back. Right, so let's just get on with the clipping, and it's a pain in the arse, has to be done, don't worry about it, you know, it's it just gets it out of the way. Okay, and then you'll notice that I do everything via clipping because you can just get a lot done really quickly and move on. Okay, so I'm going to come back to you in a second once this is done, and then we'll go from there. So I'll see you in a minute. Bye. Okay guys, so we've trimmed our forks, but first of all I think I should own up to a little mess up I've made. Okay, so look, basically our two plastic bits here, these were our one plastic bit that we had to trim. I don't know, let me just focus on that. So you see where the foot plates are, basically we've had to turn them round, because originally the upper sections of the foot plate, the raised section, is facing the other way, and then we have a pipe that comes out the back into there. So unfortunately when I was cutting it I split it in two which was a real shame, because you need to trim the back out so it sits nicely in there, but unfortunately when I cut it, it just split right down the centre. It happens to the best of us and the worst of us, but today it decided to happen to me when I was trying to show you how to do it. So basically you're looking at the foot plates being reversed round, and then obviously if you can keep it all in one piece, well done you. That slots in and you glue it into place. Now I've had to use a bit of green stuff just to stick it into place, and I've glued it as well, but you know, it's no biggie, it will still do the same thing. Plus we're going to hide a lot of this anyway in a minute when we come to do other bits and pieces. So this is what you should be getting. Okay, so we've taken off the forks, we've gone round, we've looked at areas that we've got to sand down, so we've sanded those down and we've cut them down. So this is the shape you should have. Okay, it's a nice simple shape, and at the moment it looks like a motorcycle without any front forks or back tyre. So this is what you should have, something like that. That's what you're aiming to build. So you've reversed the pedals, I think that's what they are really, or foot guards, and you've replaced them round. So you've turned them round basically and stuck them into place, and you're going to have to do a little bit of cutting just to slot it in, but it will work, trust me. And if you can't, split it into two, stick them either side, and then just green stuff down the centre, and then obviously you can spend a little bit of time later just cleaning up your green stuff. Okay, let's focus in on that. Okay, so that's the shape you're after. Now this comes the exciting part. These are going to be our front, or this is going to be our front. So you need to make sure where the forks were that they're really sanded down and trimmed so it's all flush, because we're going to be sticking our plastic card to this bit here. And also you need to make sure that you can cut this shape out. So take your clippers in your hand. Let's just focus on that. I do need a white background, I know. Okay, so let's just take that and we'll cut this bit off the back first. There you go, shot off somewhere. Make sure you've got a very understanding wife as well, who's happy to watch you pick up plastic later. That always helps as well. So, okay, that's the shape we should have. Now, you're going to have to spend a bit of time just cleaning this up. So, I'm going to clean this up, and I'm going to come back to you in a minute once it's done, and then we'll go from there. Okay, guys, so I'll see you in a second. Okay, so we've glued, we've cut, and we've trimmed our front wheel guard. So we're now going to take it and we're going to fit it into position. So what we're looking for is, if I get it the right way up, that helps. God, I tell you what, when things go wrong, they go wrong. Right, so this is what we're looking for basically, is this shape. Now you can do however you like or whatever you like for the front, okay? You don't have to follow this. This is just what I'm looking to do for my Imperial Fist jet bikes. I just wanted something that was clunky looking, that looked like it had been built by mankind, that wasn't too Eldari and futuristic looking. I wanted something that was had a purpose. It wasn't the aesthetic look, it was the function that did it. Okay, so now we've got past that rant. That's what you're looking to build. So that's our shape so far. Now you're going to go, yeah, but what about all this? Well, we'll get to that in a second, but this is the shape that we're looking for. Okay, so on that little bombshell, I'm going to go off and have a cup of tea and maybe some breakfast. Then I'm going to come back for video 4. I think it's video 4, and we'll continue from there. Okay, so I'll see you in a minute. Bye.